Welcome back to another episode, guys, and today we find ourselves in a completely different setting. Welcome to my little park garage. I just want to take a moment and say thank you guys so much for 3,000 subscribers. And that includes you. You made this happen. You're a part of this, because you're subscribed. And if not, welcome, welcome. This is the place to be. On YouTube for diecast reviews from 118 to 143 and everything in between. I mean, this is our little corner of the internet, right? Away from all the stuff that's going on in the world, leave all that aside and just focus on diecast cars. I started my channel in the spring of 2017. And back then I only collected 124 scale cars and had a handful of 118s. But since then, my collection has grown substantially and expanded into 143 as well. And I've just had a great time bringing you guys a review every other week about so many interesting cars over the years. Now, one thing you may have noticed is that almost all of my reviews so far have been filmed during daytime. And that's because I just prefer natural daylight over artificial table lamp light to illuminate my cars. And that's had the detrimental effect that during rainy days, or particularly cloudy days, I have been forced to postpone filming by a day or two until I get some good light again, which in turn delays my reviews. However, this Park Garage Diorama changes things, and might convince me to start filming at night as well. I will still try to get the wide-angle panning shots done during the daytime though, but the nighttime filming should allow for some additional flexibility in my upload schedule, so I might be able to do more reviews. I mean, ideally I'd like to do one review per week, but so much time goes into looking up the history of the car, and then the editing after the filming, that you've been witness to me uploading maybe 2 reviews a month, maximum 3. And I would definitely like to improve on that, because I have so many model cars still left to show you guys. But at the same time, I really want to do each and every one of them justice. Even the small 143 ones. I am not the type of YouTuber who, puts on some background music, does a few rotations of the model on the turntable, and calls that a review and moves on to the next one. I really want to tell you about the car, because I know that's why you're subscribed to me. Anyways, without further ado, let's talk about this particular display case here. If you've been subscribed to my channel, you know that in the past I have made videos showing you a bunch of different acrylic display cases you can get for cheap to store your cars in. And you will find those reviews linked at the end of this video. But those have always been your absolute bare bones, black base and transparent covering type of cases. But I wanted something more substantial, a diorama of sorts. And unfortunately, us 118 collectors don't have a lot of options compared to 164 scale Hot Wheels collectors, who will be able to find a ton of different dioramas on the internet. With 118 though, the options are fewer, and a lot of the custom-made 118 dioramas are sold for insane prices, like well into the triple digits. And oftentimes you have to import them from China, which means that there's a good chance another 20% import tax will get slapped onto them, making them even more expensive. And then you also have to assemble them yourself, like the piping, the air filtration, and all that. And so that's when I came across this case here. These are being sold one at a time by an Austrian seller, so he is within the EU. And this case cost me something like 79 euros plus shipping, which is not cheap, but at the same time, this is a fully pre-built diorama. Except for the stuff that I put in there, of course. There was absolutely nothing I needed to do after unboxing it, except remove some strips of masking tape that had kept some of the moving parts secure. And the only difficult part was to get the protective plastic covering foil off these display panels, which are clear plastic and not glass, by the way. So that was a bit hard, but after getting that done, this display was ready for action. And so while this cabinet is moderately expensive, you save a lot of time compared to building such a diorama on your own. I mean, on first glance it looks easy. You need to screw 4 panels of wood together, right? The base, the 2 walls, and the roof. And then paint the floor green and the walls white, and add some decals, like those signs you see over there. But this diorama has more than that. For example, it has a little no parking sign dangling from the ceiling and held, or I should say suspended from the ceiling by 2 chains. It also has this fire cabinet containing a hose reel that has a window door that can be opened and the fire hose unrolled. You also get this wall-mounted security camera pointed toward the parking lot, and it has wiring and stuff. And the cool thing is, this can even be moved up and down as well. So that's pretty cool. And then you have this elaborate ventilation system running along the ceiling. And most importantly, the tube light to illuminate the garage as well. And finally, let's not forget these 2 rails installed at the edge of the base where you slide the panels in. So tell me again, build all of this yourself? It can get complicated really fast. And that's the reason why I am okay with having someone else do all of this for me and pay a higher price, but at the same time, not unreasonably high. Now this diorama will serve as the backdrop for some of my nighttime reviews. I hope you guys will like it as a background, and as always, thank you so much for being a part of this channel. Stay subscribed, hit that bell button, and keep checking back if the algorithm happens to fail. Because I will see you soon with more model car reviews. Take care, my friend. This is Imperial Diecast, signing out.